It has been a long time since I've talked about country music on this channel, so let's take a look at the most popular song in the genre.
If it's meant to be, it'll be.
That's actually country. Seriously, I can go on and on about how much country radio is pretty much just trying to play anything, even if the songs aren't even trying to be country at all. And it gives spots on the charts to artists who aren't even trying to be country, and taking spots and airplay away from people who really deserve it. But that's a whole nother video. Okay, what is the second most popular country song?
She don't wanna marry me.
Oh, it's this song. Alright, I'll do a review of Marry Me by Thomas Rhett. So, Thomas Rhett. I reviewed a couple songs from him in the past, and I gotta say, I am still not a big fan of this guy. I've only really liked a couple of the songs he's put out. His music just doesn't really work for me. A couple big reasons include him not being a very good vocalist. There have been plenty of times where he just gives a weak, nasally delivery, with very little charisma or anything. Also, he's part of the Sam Hunt crowd of putting out pop music and pretending to be country, with most of them being very overly synthetic and lacking organic instrumentation, and all being put together poorly. But to give this guy credit, Marry Me is probably one of the best songs he's ever put out, and the problems I've had with this artist in the past don't really show up here. So what does this song do right? Well, first let's go over Thomas Rhett's voice. For this song, it's a little slower, so he gives a softer delivery, which does work very well for him. He does convey that he believes what he's saying in the song. For an emotional song like this, that's a good thing. Not much else to say other than Thomas Rhett did a pretty good job singing in this song. Next, let's talk about the instrumentation and production. Overall, Marry Me is pretty simple when it comes to this. It mainly sticks to a piano, guitar, and a bit of percussion. Yes, I could tell that percussion is a little synthetic at parts, but the good thing is, it doesn't overtake the rest of the song. It doesn't drown out the organic instrumentation, which is how you do pop country right. The only real nitpick I have for the instrumentation and production is that I do prefer real drums over fake percussion. I just prefer the sound of real over synthetic. But hey, I may be in the minority since pop music is really popular nowadays, and this is just a small problem I have. I don't really have any other negative things to say about this. The instrumentation is very nice sounding and it's all well put together. Lastly, let's talk about the lyrics. Definitely the strongest part of this song. This song definitely has a very nice twist to it at the end of the first chorus. The song starts out as what you would think would be a typical marriage song, about a girl who's getting ready to be married. But as the chorus goes on, you can tell something isn't right. You can first start seeing signs when Thomas Rhett mentions sitting out in the back, taking a shot of whiskey. But then we get to this line at the end of the chorus, which really hits hard the first time you hear the song.
Just she wanna get married, but she don't wanna marry me.
This song is about a guy who never really confessed his true feelings to this girl, but when he found out that this girl was getting married, he knew it was too late. So when he sees her again, he wants to tell her how he really feels, but he just ends up wishing him the best of luck. It's a pretty sad song, and the lyrics convey this very well. It is definitely the best written Thomas Rhett song I've heard. It carries a lot of emotion, and Thomas Rhett does well to carry it through the song. And that's all I really have to say about the lyrics. Marry Me is a very well written sad song. Overall, Marry Me by Thomas Rhett is a fantastic song, easily one of the best songs Thomas Rhett has ever put out. Not only is it very well written, but Thomas Rhett also gives a good vocal delivery to the song as well. And this is coming from someone who doesn't really care for Thomas Rhett's voice. And the instrumentation and production are all very well put together and they all sound great. And it's actually country, which is something you don't really see from Thomas Rhett. Anyways, that is it for today's song review. Now I want to know, what do you guys think of this song? Do you love it like I do and think it's one of the best songs Thomas Rhett has ever put out? Or do you find it really boring and slow and you don't really like it at all? And you still hate Thomas Rhett? I'd like to know what you guys think in the comments. Now with all that said, I'm Squid of Baconator and I'll see you guys some other time.